on the web today, through technology, where everyone is and everyone is on their computer or phones, there are enough services now where you can build whatever you need to build without actually needing the skill. So you can sign up and build an incredibly professional website through one of the Squarespace, those sorts of things, that will allow you to do that, and you don't need to go and learn how to code. Now, if you're looking for a career in business, coding might be a good way to look at it, because that's technology is where everything's going. But there are enough services now through things which will automatically generate videos through you to everywhere else that technology is enabling. Once you get past a certain stage, that might be where you need to turn to more professional help. There's only so many wizards that can actually get you to a certain level. But to start with, you're in the best bet yet. You don't have to go and find your friend's kid who's a student in web design to build your website. You can build a much better website by one of the free services. So once you've hit that initial level, you can do it yourself. Then you can turn to the paid services and use your money potentially slightly more in a focus matter. But right now, technology has enabled you to start a business and do whatever you want with it without actually needing any skills, which means actually your skill can be on actually building your business, be that through accounting software online, through to website building, through to anything else that the elements are needed.
Could I chip in there? I think it's a very good point, because we talked a lot about marketing tools, which is obviously what the thing was about, how you can sell more. But there are a whole bunch of cloud-based technology, which often seems to appeal to big businesses the way it's been marketed, but actually is perfect for small businesses, and often will save you in your early life in terms of, for example, having to outlay a lot of money on some particular capex or upfront cost. So, I mean, Bertie made a good example, online cloud-based accountancy packages. In the old days, you have to buy a Sage package for a large amount of, well, not large, an upfront annual cost, and then you have to pay an annual subscription. Well, now you can go and get a cloud-based technology that you pay a per-month subscription basis, and it means you don't have that upfront cost, and it's much, much simpler, and it's very easy to use. And again, you can concentrate on what you want to do. And the same thing applies in our area around telephony. You don't have to go and invest in a big switchboard system. You can get something from the cloud. So there's a whole load of things outside of just digital marketing and advertising that can help you through technology to scale up a business and be flexible. And don't be put off by some of the kind of strange technologies strange terms out there. Go and search these cloud-based technologies. They're not just a fad. They really are things that can facilitate your growth.
Great, thanks, Simon. Craig, if you could maybe just say a few words.
So, yeah, I mean, I tell you what, I think technology like Vonage is great because it allows you simple and easy telephony, and for most businesses, telephony is really key. I've used Microsoft products, very simple and easy to use. I'm a big fan of technologies that are available in the cloud. So, and there's some great things like, oh gosh, I want to call it Cheeky Monkey, but it's not. MailChimp for running email campaigns, which is great. YouTube, you can set those channels up for free. Facebook, all of those kind of marketing channels, Twitter, you can set them up for free, very simply and very quickly. So actually, as an entrepreneur, there's a whole set of technologies that can help you and enable you very quickly and efficiently to be an effective business. And then all you need is a laptop and a bedroom or a kitchen table to work from, and then even around a kitchen table, 2 of you, 3 of you can work together, share documents through cloud-based technology. So yeah, I think technology is a brilliant thing and totally enables you as a business.
Brilliant. And finally, Paul.
Can you hear me? Yes. Yeah, I think technology is definitely the great leveler, and there are 2 ways of looking at it. You either look at technology and modern technology as a hindrance that's a pain to actually embrace, or you see it as an opportunity. And the kids, the people that are snapping at our heels, absolutely see it as an opportunity, and so do we. I have to say, it probably took us a couple of years to kind of really realise the opportunities that it held, and that was admittedly at the time partly because we had such a poor cloud, broadband connection that we wouldn't even think about uploading documents, let alone vast amounts of 4K HD video to it. Now that's still, 4K video when you're talking about a loss of footage is still a big thing to upload. So we're not quite there yet, but we do upload our project files, all of our key data, photographs, lots and lots of key data is stored and backed up, and and it's very simple. So in terms of the administrative time it takes for you to do that, that's been drastically reduced. In the past, we would have backup upon backup drive. You can't see them. The filing cabinets here are absolutely full of hard drives, full of footage and photographs and all that kind of stuff. So it saves you administratively. It means you can use the packages that everybody uses, and you're not having to pay. For instance, I think our first edit software was about £1,000, and then we need extra license and extra licenses. The fact that they are now selling to a lot more people in the cloud has brought that price right down. So you can play the big boys at their own game, and then scale up accordingly. And I think there's been a sea change in the last 3 or 4 years when technology is just starting to actually do what we've always hoped it would easily. So the fact that somebody like my mother now has an iPad and can surf and isn't terrified by the concept, and that has a basis in terms of your product. Think, how can you simplify it? How can you make it exactly what people want, and forget all the extra bells and whistles that take a lot of extra time probably to develop? You probably don't need them. Focus on your core product and sell that and make it as good as it can possibly be.
Brilliant.